Hi everyone, this is Nicole. I will just be talking about the enhancement pages, login PHP and register PHP for the Clam Careers website. So the idea of it is to create a login portal that you have to use in order to access the manage page. For this demonstration, it's just going to be admin and password, but how it works is that you'll be putting in that password and we'll store in a cookie that PHP can create under the session parameters. So you can use session start to start the PHP session and then bind parameters to the session. So similar to get or post or looking through the HTTP headers through similar syntax with the dollar and then underscore. You can actually bind different parameters. So I actually generate an ID, which is going to be the cookie. And then once we have got a successful login, we add in a logged in true and then grab the username that they've logged in as and their user ID. How we actually log in is that we prepare a statement. So we search through a database where the username is what they've searched for. We execute the statement and we use a password verify function, which is standard above PHP 5.5. But we've included our own in our assignment. And within our database, we have that hashed password that PHP can go pull up and then verify. So we've got admin here, and then it will just see that, once it's gone through all of that work of verifying the password, it'll then log us in and assign us our PHP session. Then we can go through the manage page and do our usual work. Now, if we want to go and register, we're going to assume that everyone is an admin in this situation, so anyone can log in. It's just going to be a broad search of whoever's in that user data table. You can just simply add whatever user you'd like. So you can be like root at gmail.com, let's say, and password. We'll get a registration successful. And for debugging purposes, we've added, little statements. If it's successful, it'll print out what's been entered. And if it's not successful, it will print out error messages on what the form is missing. So that is our two enhancements for registering and logging in users using PHP and password hashing.
Hey, Matt here. I'm here to go through a quick rundown of the updated jobs listing page on our website. The page now matches the rest of the site with a clean styling and consistent header and footer. This is the job table here. It shows the current jobs available. It's got the job reference, title, status, and skills somewhat needed. All job data comes from the MySQL table called job descriptions. It includes the job title. Where is it? Oh, yeah, right here. Job title, job reference, status, multiple skills, which are all saved as HTML list items, easy formatting. This is where it dumps all the information from there. In here, we connect to a database, run a query to get the job info, loop through the results to display them on the table, and yeah, skills column uses HTML, so it's already stored in the database. Um, Makes it super easy to add or update job listings without having to change much PHP or HTML. Yeah, thanks for watching.
Hey everyone, this is Arvin here. Just giving a quick walkthrough of our PHP job application website. I'll show you four of our main files: index, apply, enhancements, and about. And I'll point out some of the key parts of the code as well as we go. First up is index PHP, which is our homepage basically. It gives a short intro and has a link to other parts of the site like jobs, apply, and enhancements. It's pretty straightforward. just a landing page to help users get around the website. And the next is apply PHP, which handles the job application form. This page is where users fill in their details and submit their application. And at the top of the file, we've got a PHP code that checks if the form was submitted and then validates the inputs. So basically, the code checks if the form is being submitted, trims the inputs, validates them, and inserts everything into the database if it's all good. So next is enhancements PHP, where we've listed a couple of improvements we added to the website. One is responsive design using a CSS media queries, so it works on both desktop and mobile. And the second is a small JavaScript feature that shows a confirmation message after the form is submitted. It just helps make the experience smoother for the users. And finally, there is about PHP. This page explains what the website is for and why we built it. It talks about the purpose of the project to just make it easier for the job seekers to apply online and gives some info about who works on it. So yeah, that's a quick look at our PHP project. It's got from handling, validation, database connection, and a few enhancements to make it more user-friendly. Thanks for watching. Hope it makes sense.
Hello, here's a quick breakdown about the essentials of this SQ file used in PHP. Here we go. This SQL script sets up the structure for the cars table and fills it with sample data. It's like a starter pack for your database, giving you a full set of mock cars listing to work with. The table includes key fields such as car ID as the unique identifier, the make for the manufacturer, the model of the vehicle, price, and then the YOM, which is year of manufacturer. Right after the table, the script runs multiple insert statements to load the table with data. You'll see the car like a 2010 BMW X3, 2009 Holden Astra, and a 2013 Ford Falcon. These are super simple when testing out your PHP pages like manage.php or apply.php, since you can get instant records to search, display, or delete them. This kind of SQL file is typically imported into PHP MyAdmin or MySQL workbench when setting up the dev environment. Once imported, your PHP script can use it right away to run the database operations without having to manually add any data. In summary, this SQL file is a development-ready script that helps to kickstart any car listing app by giving it structure and real-looking data to interact with.